Hi everyone, it's Karen from Craftykarendesigns here. Welcome to my channel. Today, for Share It on a Sunday, we are each doing a one sheet wonder with a piece of 6x6 designer series paper. Well, I've chosen the Forever Greenery because I really like this paper. I think it's so sort of clean and crisp looking. Really like it, and I love the stamp set too, and I love the sentiments that are in it. I'm also going to use the art gallery for some sentiments too. Let me show you. I've made 4 cards, or we're going to make 4 cards. So let me show you what my ideas were. So here's the piece of 6x6. I hope you can see that properly. Yeah. And what I've done, I've chopped it into 4 pieces. So I've got 2 pieces of 3x3, a piece of 2x3, and a piece of 4x3. So that's the designer series paper for the 4 cards. Now, I did a one sheet wonder a couple of weeks ago where I did 6 out of a piece of 6x6, but this time I decided I was just going to do the 4 because I wanted slightly bigger pieces. So let me show you how I put these together. So the first one I decided would be quite a simple one. So I've got a piece of, all the card bases are 5 7/8 by 8 1/4, scored at 4 1/8 and folded and burnished to make the card bases. And that's my standard card base size. So for this one, I'm going to use a piece of 3x3. I thought, well, that looks a bit boring, so we need to put it onto something. Thought I'd put it on some gold foil. And perhaps put that up in the top corner. And then I've punched out a 2 1/4 inch gold circle. And I thought we'd punch out a smaller, basic white one and stamp a sentiment on that one. Job done for the first one. So let's put this one together. One sheet wonders are a great way of using up small pieces of DSP and getting the maximum amount out of them. So if you're doing thank you cards, or you want to make a lot of swap cards or something like that, it's a really good way of doing it and not using too many supplies. So let's punch out a 2 inch circle. And I'm going to, what colour shall we use? We'll use Old Olive because that's the colour of the card. And one of my favourite sentiments from this set is what we've just done with the box now. Is the one that says, "To a friend that makes me smile." I really like that one. So we'll use that one for this. So I'll just put that in the middle of there. And then we'll glue that to the circle. A little bit of gold or silver always makes something pop. So we'll add that with dimensionals. Just take the backing off. And we'll add that out there. And then we'll add this on dimensionals too. used up all the ones in the middle, so we'll chop up all the edge pieces and use these. Don't throw them away. Now, for those of you that don't know, Share It on a Sunday is a series that I do every Sunday, obviously, with two of my friends, Donna Lester from Taffy Crafting and Victoria Littlewood from Vicky Lou Designs. And we get together every Sunday and we do a blog post on a pre-arranged theme. We never see our posts beforehand, so it's as much of a surprise to us as it is to everybody else when we upload them on a Sunday. But it's a really good way of, we use it as a sort of challenge to each other to keep us all crafting and to keep us all motivated. So even if we don't manage to get anything else done in the week, we are committed to getting together on a Sunday and putting something out there. So it's a great way of keeping each other going, really. So I'll just put a white layer on the inside, and this is 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, which is my standard layer. Now we could stamp a leaf on there. I think we will. And my favourite out of this set is that one. Whoops, should have stamped it before I put it in the card, but never mind. There we go. So there's the first one. Put the lid on that and close that up. So for the second one, I've got a piece of Pretty Peacock, and again it's the same card base size. I'll just clean these stamps off. There we go. But this time I thought I'd use a bit of embossing. What we've done with the embossing folder. So I thought I'd use one of these. Well, these come in a pack of 2. And these were designed for the new mini stamp cut and emboss machine, whatever it's called, new mini one. Anyway, it works in the bigger one too, obviously. And this one's like a textured pattern, and this one is little dots in the shape of a diamond. So I thought I'd run a piece of basic white through, and this is 3 1/8 by 5 5/8. Just put a piece in there and run it through, and I really like that textured look. I think it looks quite nice, just a bit different. So I thought I'd add that to the card front like that. And then I've got another 3 by 3 square, and this time I've got a piece of silver. So my thinking was it would go like that. What do you think? I think that looks quite nice. So we'll add that to the silver. I've done a few of these one sheet wonders now. I did one at Christmas, or before Christmas, using Christmas paper that was, I think I managed to get 14 cards out of a piece of 12 by 12. So that's on my blog. Might even be on my YouTube channel, can't remember. But it's definitely on my blog. So I think I'll just glue that down to the middle of the card. Try and centre that. That's about right, I think. And then this can go on here, but I think I'll put that on dimensionals. So we'll put that about there. That looks about central. So what sentiment shall we have on this one? I think we'll just go for the hello this time. And we'll go for Pretty Peacock. And I've already pre-die cut some little stitched scalloped rectangles from the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I'll just stamp the word hello in the middle of that. And then we can just add that in the middle of there. Pull the backing off. And then we'll stick that there. So again, I've got a piece which is 3 7/8 by 5 5/8 in the middle. So we'll put some leaves on this one too, and we'll use Pretty Peacock this time. And a bit over this side. I love this stamp. And I love this colour. Unfortunately, it's one of the ones that will be leaving us when the new annual catalogue comes out. So if you really like it, get it now. Get the re-inkers. So we'll add that to the inside of this card. All the details and all the measurements will be over on my blog later on, craftykarendesigns.blogspot.com, and there'll be a link there to Donna's project and to Victoria's too. And we go live at 12 o'clock every Sunday and a different theme every week. So there's number 2. So for the third card, I've got some Pear Pizzazz, and again it's the same size card base. And this time I thought we'd do a bit more embossing. So this time I've got I don't use embossing folders very much, I forget about them. So I'm on a real mission at the moment to drag out the stamp sets that I've not used for ages and do some more embossing. So I've run a piece basic white through this 3D, it's called 3D Old World paper embossing folder, and it's from the suite in the annual catalogue that had the globes and the world maps and things. Can't remember what it was called. So I thought we'd have that on the front, and then we've got the 3x4 piece. some silver. And I thought we'd have that like that. So let's put that together. So we'll add that to the centre of there. Like that. And then we'll add this designer series paper to the silver. Can't make my mind which is the right way up for this one. I think it's that way. And I think we'll put that on dimensionals in the centre of that. Not trim that piece. Well, you watched me chopping up these edges, did you? Didn't you? But you didn't tell me I hadn't done them all. It's because I was too busy gabbing. We'll take the backs off these. And that. That looks right. I always check before I press it down, because once you've pressed it down, you've got the devil's own job to get it off again. So I think we'll go for the hello stamp again. This one. Because I've got another piece of, I've got another stitched scallops rectangle. Or shall we have a, no, we'll have that one. And we need some pear pizzazz to match the cardstock. I'll stamp that in the middle of there, like that. And we'll add that on some dimensionals as well. And we'll put that, I think we'll put that down towards the bottom. There, like that. So that's the third one. Oh, we've not done the inside. So again, we'll put some leaves on because we can. We'll have one down there. And let's have one up at the top as well, just for a change. We'll add that to the inside of this. So I hope you're all liking the new January to June mini catalogue. I'm loving it, particularly the designer series papers. I think they're absolutely stunning this time, especially the free ones in the celebration promotion. Now I know I'm not using any of the new stuff at the moment, but it's good to get the old stuff out too. But if you haven't got a catalogue, you haven't seen it and you'd like one, just drop me a message and I'll get one to you. We've got a fabulous joining offer on at the moment too, which is the standard £130 worth of product from either of the catalogues for £99, free shipping. And during celebration, which goes to the end of February, you'll also get 5 packs of designer series paper worth over £50. And it's 6x6 designer series paper in all the different colour families. and it's an exclusive offer. Only people who are signing up and current demonstrators can get hold of this, because it's coming out in the new annual catalogue, which launches in May, I think, May or June. So, right, this is the last one. So for the last one, I thought I'd use the embossing folder again, but I thought I'd stamp on it first. So again, I've used this 3D Old World paper, but before I embossed it, I just randomly stamped all over it with that leaf stamp in Garden Green, which is what colour this is. And I thought I would add that like that. And then this time I've got some gold. Which I thought could go on there like that. I should use these embossing folders more, because they do make quite a big difference. Just take it up a level again, don't they? So I'm not one for lots of ribbon, and I like a bit of bling, but not too much. But I don't tend to put lots of frills and flounces on things. I'll add that to that. Right, now what we're going to do for a sentiment on this one. Let me think. Got the classic label punch out. Put that in the middle. Across. Or shall we do something bigger and use these? I've got some scraps of the gold anywhere. I think I have somewhere. All over the floor now, but never mind, I'll pick it up later. Put that up there. We could do it that way around, couldn't we? Because these are randomly stamped, so they're in all different directions. We could go for that, couldn't we? So let's see, have we got another piece of, oh, I'll use a piece of this. We'll stamp a 2-inch circle out of this one. And we'll stamp on this with Garden Green. I think we might use the To a Friend Who Makes Me Smile again. And then we've got 2 of each. I'll add that to the circle. And then that can go there, can't it? Quite like that. And while we've got the stamp pad out, we'll stamp on this one. So we'll do this one in Garden Green. And we'll have this one up here and down here as well. Close that up. Add this on the inside. And we'll have these on dimensionals, just because we can. Oh, I'm going to have to break out a new packet. So we'll have that up there like that. Need some more dimensionals. Oh, whole new packet. There we go. So what do we think? Let's put the lid on that. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And that didn't take very long at all, did it? And just one 6x6 piece designer series paper. Hope you like it. I hope you give it a thumbs up. And don't forget, all the measurements will be over on my blog at craftykarendesigns.blogspot.com. And don't forget, when you go over there, to hop through and see what Donna and Victoria have made. Taffy Crafting and Vicky Lou Designs. Thanks very much for watching. See you next week. Bye.